from the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017. We are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
And we are underway from Houston. Here comes Cobb. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First down, it's Watson. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. Well, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, oh, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6, eluding the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Duke Johnson, the ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans.
Touchdown,
Brandon Cooks. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans will extend their lead.
His kick is
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. Right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The tackle made by Eric Murray.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
And a Raven first down.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down.
On the keeper. He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent
5
gain.
yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Return as they're finally able to take him down. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A Big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Watson. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson being chased out left. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
On the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? Because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Nothing to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Ravens nothing.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name. How about your respect? Give them more than when I get expected.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Chuck Clark brought him
Sometimes
down.
you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
From the 22, Watson steps away to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Tackled by Justin Madubuike. It's a gain of 3.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Tavon Young in on the tackle. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson on the catch. It's Duke Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. He's got his tight end. It's Fowles. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson flush to his right, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
He's going to keep it again. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Marlon Humphrey on
a big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll run it with Johnson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Chuck Clark on the tackle.
That was the kind of play that this defense needed because it has not been a good half for them on that side of the football. Maybe they can use that one to regroup a little bit and start to play a little bit better.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defensive player with some confidence, haven't allowed a point yet, flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ingram. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson out to his left. He'll try and run it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Here's Jackson on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete to
Kenny Stills there to make the grab. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
48-yard line.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
Watson's pass.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans push further out in front. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sideline. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a... Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Watson forced out to his left. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive action in the third quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Miles Killebrew with a pick. And this results in 6 touchdowns.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Texans 31, Ravens 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Duke Johnson, the ball
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv, and you run into a tough crowd.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
3rd and 11.
Third and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Operating from the gun. Watson. Throw complete right side to Close. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down Texans. Watson hooking up with Cooks.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll run with a former All-Pro. This is David Johnson. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Good carry and pickup for a 1st down there by David Johnson, and he has a chance to fill a lot of voids for this Houston Texans team. They lost their 1,000-yard rusher from last year. Carlos Hyde went to Seattle, but back in 2016, David Johnson led the NFL in all-purpose yards with the Arizona Cardinals. The Texans will be happy to see that guy all year long.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The ball carrier. Matt Judon.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Watson. Caught left side by Cobb. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. He can run for it, and he will. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll give this one to Ingram to start things out. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
From the 39, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs him up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. Well, I thought they should have punted before. Now they probably definitely need to punt, right?
Yeah, we did a little mind melding there, didn't we? Because I was wondering, why are you out there if you're not going to punt it in the first place? Now I don't think they have any choice.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Johnson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Dancing to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Not the best of plays here as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Screen play, Johnson. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Watson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay,
I
good.
just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
1st and goal.
9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans will add on to their lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Open man, the tight end fails. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Jackson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Number 21.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Jackson buying time to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the offense will hold on to this one right at the 5-yard line. Lucky there. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Complete to
Willie Snead.
Touchdown.
There to make the grab. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Now Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit.
39. Ravens 23. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Terrific running there to start the drive as that's going to go for 15 and a quick 1st down as well. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Johnson. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
42-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Skirts by him at the 35. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
Johnson again, the ball.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
23-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. It's the fullback there to make the grab. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the 1st. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
It's a big one now. It's a big one.
Today's final score, Texans
A big
46.
offensive explosion
Ravens
helped leading
23.
them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Houston, they make amends.